But what he told me next was a huge shock. He said, "Oh, this is my wife."
Wait. It was a young girl. Why is he sweating like that? My wife and I have been in the market for a new house or land to move our house for years. We don't really like the neighborhood that we're in. We made the decision to move here because of something drastic that happened. This is gonna sound crazy, okay? But her ex got out of prison and moved into his mom's house where we happened to be staying right near. So it was an awkward situation when he got out of prison, and we just wanted out of it. You know, visiting the daughter and all this stuff, it was strange. Anyway, so we looked for some property. We got something that we could afford. We moved our house onto it, and here we are. But we moved into a neighborhood that wasn't necessarily ritzy, if you know what I mean. We kind of live in the ghetto. So I have some wonderful neighbors. Some of them actually come to my house and eat dinner sometimes. Great people. One of them cuts my grass regularly because he's just looking for extra work all the time, and even alerts us when there's strange cars that come in the parking lot. Really nice guy. Got some church-going folks right across the street. They're really, really nice too. Not real fond of the people that are on the side of me and behind me. Behind me, this guy fights pit bulls. And on the side of me is a family of children that are very loud. Let's just say they got a lot of kids, okay? There's a lot of cars over there and a lot of kids, and they make a lot of noise, and it's not the most nice family that you would expect for a studio. They're good people. They're fine people. They're a little messy, but honestly, it's just the noise that bothers me. And all in all, I just wish I had a place of my own. So getting a place that you love to live is not necessarily the easiest thing to do in life, right? You can't really pick your neighbors that move next to you if there's open lots available, or if people sell their houses. You can't really control that. So when you get bad neighbors, what do? You just deal with them? Imagine if you had a neighbor that was a sex offender or a stalker. Anything like that would be really, really, really creepy, and I guess that my situation could be worse like it was in this story. Wansee Entertainment just put out a new animation about a stalker that moved in the neighborhood, and I'm dying to check it out. Listen, make sure to support the animation community. Head on over to Wansee Entertainment's channel, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and if you like reaction videos like this, click subscribe on this video as well. Let's get into the animation.
When I was 7 or 8 years old, a man moved to my neighborhood. He was around his 60s and introduced himself to me. His name was Tom.
He got that low-cut V-shirt going on. I don't know about you, but I don't like V-necks, man. V-necks just... when guys have their shirt collars open and the hair is coming out the top, or V-necks, that's just... oh, that's the tackiest look ever. It's just... it's... I don't know. No offense to you if you do that. It's really a big turnoff for me.
He was the only one who spoke English fluently in our neighborhood.
Oh.
But he always tried to speak our native language. He seemed really nice at first.
Mm-hmm.
One day after school, my friends and I saw a new cafe in our neighborhood.
Okay.
We were curious and wanted to know how many desserts they had, so we stopped by and looked inside. Then we heard someone say, "Hello, kids." He then said, "Come on in. You can have all the desserts you want for free." Without thinking, we went inside and stayed there for 2 hours.
Like strangers that give candies, so cliche, right? That's so bad. But I mean, I do know some neighbors that are really, really nice with kids, but I don't know, outside of not knowing they were protected, normally you wouldn't be hanging around children without their parents and stuff, you know? That's kind of peculiar. I've even had friends that liked their kids a lot, that grew into relationships, that still, unless they were babysitting, they wouldn't come out over just to see the kids, you know? That starts to get a little bit weird.
After that, we soon stayed there almost every day after school. Everyone started to like Tom. One day, we went to his cafe like we usually did. but for some reason, I felt kind of uncomfortable.
Oh wait, Tom owns the cafe. Well, that's a little bit different. That's a little bit different.
Because at some point, I noticed that there were only kids inside his shop. Tom came to me and said, "Hey, I saw you yesterday with a cat. Do you like cats?" I said yes, and he proceeded to talk to me more. He told me that he has 8 cats in his house and showed me pictures of his cats. All of a sudden, one of his pictures from inside his wallet fell to the floor. I picked it up and I could see a girl's face with blonde curly hair and green eyes. I thought that she was his granddaughter, but what he told me next was a huge shock. He said, "Oh, this is my wife. She lives in London right now."
Wait. It was a young girl. Why is he sweating like that?
I was confused because the girl in the picture was just a kid.
Yeah.
Maybe 14 or 15 years old. I thought that he was lying or something. Then I got up. "Oh, I forgot. My mom is waiting for me." So I quickly left the shop and went back home. Then I just hugged my mom.
Uh-oh.
The next day when I got to school, there were policemen everywhere.
Oh no.
I didn't understand what was going on. Then one police officer walked over to me and he said, "Kid, you have to come with us." They also called my parents, so we went to the police station together.
Oh, he's in a lineup maybe? What did he do?
It turned out that Tom's warrant was served. They found lots of data on his computer about the young girls who were raped by him. He even lied about his name. His real name was Hardin. The worst and most horrible thing was when they entered his room.
Oh my God.
The entire wall was covered with my pictures. When they said this to my parents, I was terrified.
Bruh, I got the chills so bad for her. God. What the hell? What a sicko.
I fainted. The police arrested him, and he was put in jail for several years. Now I'm 18 years old.
Yeah?
But I am still afraid. According to my neighbors, he's returning to our neighborhood. I don't want to go out, and I don't even know what to do.
Oh, man.
If anyone has any advice, please help me and let me know what I should do.
You should, at 18 years old, girl, you should just go rent an apartment. Just rent an apartment. It can be cheap or whatever. Get out of that situation. Oh, man, I feel for her. Yo, as a guy, I don't pretend to even understand what it feels like to be stalked. But I know you can be a victim of it as a guy. But most of the time, girls or kids are victims of this stuff. And man, I would hope that anybody that sees any kind of activity like that would report it. But good Lord, man, what a sicko. God, what would you do if you knew that there was somebody in your neighborhood that was dangerous? You know, like if you call the cops on them, they already know that you called the cops on them. You know, I had to call the cops on the neighbors before, and they knew who called the cops on them because it was a noise complaint. And our relationship has never been good after that. Not that it was really good in the first place. Like, knowing that somebody doesn't like you is one thing, but knowing that they know that you know they don't like you, I don't know. That's kind of deep, but you know what I'm saying. Very awkward for neighbors. Anyway, I hope that you have good neighbors. And I hope that you never have to endure any of this for you or your family. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure to go over to Wansee Entertainment's channel. Click the subscribe button. Click the notification bell. Subscribe to this channel if you like reaction videos just like this. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time.